Okay, I believe we are recording now. So this is a rehearsal for the webinar. I also prepare this just in case something unforeseen happen that I can't do it live or some technical problems. So at least I can just put it on the page and you can go through because you already allocated the time to learn about digital marketing. So without further ado, I'll just give a brief introduction about myself, how I got into this, and I'll share some case studies with you during this webinar. So what I did before digital marketing was I created this board game. It's a excuse me, it's a entrepreneurship board game. Okay, this was me conducting workshops, and this was our first and last national board game competition. Okay, back then was all held in MMU. This is actually a workshop in Tar University, Kappa campus. Okay, so after the competition, I evaluate the business. I made a decision. I probably should. I mean, it in hindsight, it's the right decision to stop that business because it's not profitable, and I do not see how I can grow it. I'm not capable to grow it. So yeah, this is I stopped that business and I started my second business, which is something of my interest slash hobbies. Like I like to play with computers. Like I like to dismantle them. I like to buy computer hardware. I like to repair it. Since I was a teenager, like 12, 13 years old, I started repairing computers. Okay, this is me taking a photo in my parents' house. So I dismantled my laptop myself. This was the first time I fully dismantled a laptop. And back then there was no YouTube or whatever to see how to dismantle it. So yeah, you have to figure it yourself. You dismantle everything. Then I managed to put it back. And after I put back, the laptop is able to function. Okay, so my second business is computer repair and retail. Okay, it's actually, I mean, the second business I did better than my first. So at least here I can afford to pay the rent. Okay, it was okay until the year 2015. 2015, something bad happened. Okay, now 2020, we have COVID-19. 2015, we have GST. So GST was a time where a lot of my customers, just they just can't buy or repair anything else. Okay, so it's like the business just like fall off a cliff, and I made a decision to uh, it probably can't continue. But during the few months where the business dipped, what I did was I looked into learning how to get more business online. Okay, which is how I started my digital marketing. It's because I want to learn how to get more customers for my own business. So I looked for courses for Facebook ads. Back then, in 2015 in Malaysia, not many people teaching about Facebook ads. Nowadays, it's like plenty of people are teaching that. So I took this course from United States, the trainer. I mean, it was a course created by his name I won't mention, somebody in United States, and that was how I started my digital marketing career. Okay, so in this training, I'll be showing a few examples. We will be doing sort of a case study with childcare center. This is my client's website. He's in United States. He's a real estate investor. They acquire houses to buy, basically buy lelong house. Okay, house which the bank take and lelong. Foreclosure properties. This is another. I believe when you registered, you saw her testimony. She's a two-time Amazon bestseller. So I also help her to do some of her digital marketing. Okay, this is a local client. It's a I believe I also added his video in the registration page. They are doing this is very funny. They are doing e-commerce selling computer parts since 2004, not 2014, 2004. He's in this e-commerce for 15 years, and last year he just had have his website. Okay, don't ask me why, but somehow he managed to do it. He sell on platforms. Back then, most of his business came from lelong. then that was before Lazada, before Shopee. Okay, then I sort of like forced him to go and sell in Lazada and Shopee. And after a lot of discussion, then I like, probably there's a new way to do this. You don't want to keep fighting a price war in those platforms. So I say, you have your own website, we get visitors, and here I'll show you how to expand your business. Okay, so that's for local business. This is actually my sister's business. Is in food catering in KL. Okay, so websites done by me, and the marketing, the ads, how I get visitors for them. Okay, so I'm going to give you a summary for the entire session. Okay, so you get the big picture, and we'll dive into more detail. This is going to be a summary. How we're going to get visitors, how we're going to get clients is first is from Google search. Okay, I'll share with you why I prefer Google over other methods later. But okay, this is going to be the summary. We're going to get people to search in Google. Okay, for this is a daycare business, so daycare in Puchong. It's in Puchong. Okay, so daycare in Puchong. Once they search, we want them to be able to get to our website. Once they get to our website, we want them to do an action which we want. It can be to buy something immediately. It can be to, like this example, register. It can be for them to attend or register for a webinar training. Okay, so one of these actions. So this is the entire summary for this evening. Get seen when people type in the correct keywords. Show your website, and get the website to convince people to take an action which you want. Okay, so yeah, this is for the live thing. Okay, so why Google? Everybody out there is asking to say run ads on Facebook, run ads on Instagram, advertise in Lazada, advertise in Shopee. Why are you saying get visitors from Google? Okay, many reasons. Number one reason is the buyer intent, the user intent. Now, put yourself in the customer's shoe. Yeah, put yourself in the customer's shoe. If they type something like laptop rental, if they type this word in Google, what's on their mind? Renting a laptop. If they do not, if they are not open to renting a laptop, if they are not looking to rent a laptop, they probably won't be typing laptop rental. Okay, they won't be thinking about food and they type laptop rental. Same with if they type food catering in KL, they're not going to go and buy some phones or buy a computer. So you appear at the right time to the right people. That's why I like to use Google. Okay, some other examples for daycare. If they type daycare in Puchong, I want to appear to them. Why? Because they're looking for daycare in Puchong. That's why I want to appear. Okay. It works also for non-English. It works for Bahasa as well. Puchong Tadika, Taska Puchong. Okay. So when you type this, there are some keyword suggestions. What this means is, for laptop rental, very popular search terms are laptop repair services, KL, Malaysia, and so on. These are some very popular services. So today, if you were to start a business or you want to adjust your marketing strategy, you want to know like what are people looking for, this is one way. This is one way you can look to see what are people looking for. So for example, I know people, there's a demand for Western food, catering KL, finger food, Thai food, Chinese food. Okay, so this is one way you can. I'll share with you some other ways to do market research from home without leaving your house. Okay, which is basically how I do my market research. Okay, one of the examples which I got from the submission was it's about financial planning. So I just use this as a second example. So on the webpage, there's a video talking about SSPN. So I'm like, okay, out of my curiosity, I just type in this, how to SSPN. Because I'm not sure what people are going to type. So from here, Google suggested, oh, sorry, not Google suggested, Google tells me these are the very popular things people want to know. Okay, so if you are selling your expertise, you want to know what people are thinking out there, what are the questions they are facing, what are the problems they are facing. Yeah, here, this is one way you can know what people are asking. Okay, SSPN, Ke, because in Bahasa, a lot of things is Ke whatever, An. So I just type KE. Okay, so here these are the very frequent questions, frequent searches in Google. Okay, so first step. Okay, I should probably delete that slide. There are some businesses where it's not so straightforward, like daycare, laptop rental, food catering. You just type service and you probably can get the relevant visitor. But people type communication skills. If you are doing like training, soft skills, leadership skills, communication skills, if people type communication skills, the buyer intent is not as strong as, let's say, laptop rental. Okay, or if they type food delivery, chances are they're looking to order food delivery. But they type communication skills doesn't mean they want to buy a training package. Okay, so sometimes we need to use our own creativity and experience. Like this, why do my staff hate me? You think if a person types this, they're motivated to solve the problem, they are motivated to learn something, they are motivated to engage in someone to help them solve this problem. So this is what I call buyer intent. Okay, now here the intent is also very strong, but it might not be a viable business option, business strategy, because like if people type this, I'm not sure if the chance is high for them to go and buy something to solve this problem. A lot of them will like, okay, I just resign, go and get another job. So you want to use your creativity and when you're doing this market research. Okay, so that's the first way. The second way you can do this research, like what are people searching for, and this time you get the exact numbers. So this time I'm using the tool also provided by Google. It's called Keyword Planner under Google Ads. You can get this, it's free. Just register an account. Okay, so this time I'm searching for the whole Malaysia. What I'm searching is searching for laptop rental. Throughout Malaysia, 1 month, how many people are searching for laptop rental? 170. So I know, yes, I can. This is a way I can run ads to show my website. Okay, another one is whole Malaysia food catering. How many people are searching? 480. Buffet catering, Italian catering, 10 people. Finger food catering, 70. Halal catering, 170. Okay, so it gives you the very good market research, market insights, what people are searching for. For the daycare example, this time it's not whole Malaysia. I am not interested. If you are a daycare center owner in Puchong, and just go for Puchong. This is just Puchong. It's not Puchong plus Selangor plus Malaysia. It's just Puchong. Okay. Why is because there are some state names where, for example, Pasadena. There's one in California. There's one in Texas. So if I select Pasadena, they will show Texas, United States. Okay, or is it California, United States? But the whole Malaysia only have one Puchong, so that's how it shows. So in Puchong, how many people are searching for daycare? 40. Okay, good. As long as it's not zero, as long as it appears here, you can do. Okay. How about Tadika? Still, just Puchong. Tadika a bit more, 110. And you can know what are people searching for. Okay, in this case, I found your competitors. People are searching for the competitors. Tadika Sri Soka. Now, I don't know if this is in Puchong, because here it only tells me people in Puchong are searching for this. Maybe this is in another area. I won't know. All right. Tadika, Laimeng, San Ronan, Alamin, Bahasa Melayu Tadika, Tadika Methodist. Okay, shows you what people are searching. Or SSPN. Now this actually surprised me. I wasn't expecting 40,000 people searching for SSPN in Malaysia 1 month. Okay, if people are looking for sorry, I should say, if you are looking to sell financial planning service, how do people know that you know your stuff? Okay, one of the strategy you can do is you want to talk about SSPN. Why? Because SSPN generally, people who look at this are parents, they have kids. People who are kids are much more qualified audience for financial planning or for insurance services, for estate planning. Okay, much more qualified than bachelors or single person. Okay, so even if your business, you're not selling anything related to SSPN, doesn't mean you cannot run your ads when people are looking for SSPN. If people are looking for SSPN, you can say something like, learn how to secure your child's future education. Something like that. All right, so everything which I've shown there, all of the what you need to do, all of those, it's Google Ad account. It's free to set up. Just register one, and you can go and do market research. Okay. The second part is actually related, so I'll just continue here. So how you want to appear to the right audience at the right time. So this is what the Google ad looks like. If you search for something in Google, chances are you have seen them before. It's just maybe you sometimes we didn't pay attention. So how do you know if it's a Google ad? They have this word here, AD. Okay, this is no AD means no ad. So this is the ad. This is all organic search. We call it the real rank. So if somebody says, "Hey, my website I ranked #1 in Google," what they mean is they're ranking here. So for Pink Tower Childcare Center, I typed this, and my expectation was the website would be the #1 search, because if you search for your own business name, chances are you'll be #1 search result in Google. If you're not, something wrong with your website. There's some work you need to be done. Okay, we're not going to talk about those. But here, okay, at least Pink Tower. I hope this is the premise. Okay, if it's not, then you have a lot of work to do. But that being said, you see, Kiddie 123. Now, Kiddie 123 is not a kindergarten. It is not your competitor. I checked the website. It is a online listing directory. What they do is they list all of the schools, kindergarten in, I believe, in Klang Valley, or maybe in Puchong, probably Klang Valley. Else, not enough. Probably not enough customers for them. And I imagine they charge these the childcare centers a monthly fee or an annual fee. Hey, we help you to get you list with us. We help you to get visitors. I believe that is their business model for Kiddie 123. So they have many ways to get visitors. Okay, they have many ways, I believe. But one of the way is they run ads in Google. So if they get visitors if let's just for example's sake, they get 100 visitors spending 100 ringgit, they should be charging you something like 200 ringgit. So they make the difference. That's like one business model. Okay. And when I search, your website isn't ranking in the top here. So like some work to be done. Okay. I mean, I'll share with you details about this later in this video. Okay, so for SSPN, if I type this, I'm surprised that SSPN also run ads themselves. Okay, or maybe this is not the official website. Okay, frankly, I didn't click. I don't know. But these are ads, and this is the real rank. SSPNI. Okay, yeah. So I believe this is the official website, and these are some other business trying to do something. Okay, so another way you can do market research is you use Google Maps. This is for local business, it works. So I type daycare near Puchong. What it does is it highlights all of the daycare centers in Puchong. So it's very convenient for me. Okay, so you want to see who is your potential competitors without leaving the house? Yeah, Google Maps. So convenient. Google really makes things convenient, which is why I can run the business without leaving my house. Okay, so I randomly pick a competitor. I took Pristine Baby Care Center. It's also in Puchong. When I typed this, I was like, oh, they are running Google Ads, and their organic rank is number one. Okay, so if you see this, it's like this tells me as a digital marketer, I know this business they are doing something right, because when I search for their business name, they rank number one in Google and they have an ad here. Okay, so this is what you want to achieve. Okay, here is where these are some tricks you can use. Let's say somebody comes here and they search for Pristine Baby Care Center. Why can't I appear above them in Google? They see your ad, okay, Pink Tower Daycare Center, before they see Pristine. I mean, you can. I mean, in fact, that's what we do. When people are searching for the competitor, if they do not run ads, or even if they run ads, I want to appear before them. Okay, so that's one of the way where you can steal your competitor's customer legally. Okay, so now I'll be sharing with you why I like to use paid traffic, why I like to use Google specifically. Now, many reasons, but these are my top. Number one, if I create a website and I do not run ads, I'm not going to get visitors. Okay, I might get some visitors here and there after 1 year. If done correctly, if I rank my website well, I might get some visitors, but it's going to take a long time. Long as in, if you're doing it right, 6 months, 9 months, generally 9 months and above. But if I run ads today, I create the ad within 24 hours. This is before COVID-19. How fast they approve the ads. Facebook and Google, they approve the ads within 24 hours. But during COVID-19, when I create new campaigns, it takes sometimes 1 to 2 days. Sometimes it takes me 3 days for it to be approved. And Google did say that during this COVID-19, there will be some disruptions. But fair enough, during normal times, within 24 hours, they will look at your ad, they will look at your website, they'll see both of this, and they will see, okay, does it meet our guidelines? Does it meet our requirements? Yes, then your ads will be approved. In 24 hours, you can start to get visitors. Okay, so that's the number one reason. Now, why do I emphasize so much on the website speed? Just give an example. Oh, so okay, just for an example. Now, how do I know what to write here? How do I know what to write here, and so on? Okay, how do I know what to put here? How do I know what I'm putting up there? Is it converting? When in this industry we use the word converting, is somebody goes to the website, they take the action you want them to take, means a conversion. Okay, how do I know if this is the right headline to use? If I do not run ads, if I wait for the free visitors to come gradually, it might be 3 months before I know, is this how I want, is this the headline I want to use? Before you know that, then you're losing a lot of visitors, you're losing a lot of business. Okay, which is the main reason why we run ads. We want it fast. So today, if I get visitors, a lot of visitors come to the page, they do not take action immediately, I know something wrong either with my ad or either with my website. One of the two. If people come to the page, they do not take action, or maybe the website, the design, something wrong. Maybe the headline doesn't speak to them. Maybe what I'm trying to say, they don't get it. They do not understand what I'm trying to convey. Okay. which is why it's very, very important. Once your website is up and running, get visitors. Get visitors and read the report. See what it tells you. Okay, what is the result? I'll show you how to do that. Okay, number two, usually I get a lot of questions when I do video calls with potential customers, with prospects. I get a lot of questions about Google Ads, so there'll be a Q&A question immediately after this. So yeah, if you have questions there, you can feel free to ask. Okay, number three, why I like to have Google Ads is control, and I'll talk about control. But just now I already showed you how to legally steal customers. So now I'm going to share a little about control. Okay, this is a screenshot of the computer rental. So all of these are different keywords or different ads, and I can look at this and I can read the numbers and say, and I can know what is performing and what is not performing. But for this purpose, I'll just jump to my browser here. Okay, so one thing you need to do is you need to train your website to speak to Google. Okay, I'm actually going a bit off the slide here. I think it's easier if I just show you the demo. Now, what do I mean by train the site? Okay, I'll just show you the home page. This is their home page. When they come here, you need to train your website to speak to Google to let Google know if this is a good visitor. Is this a quality visitor? What do I mean by quality visitor? If somebody comes to your web page, they come and they leave. That's a bad visitor. It's a low quality visitor. We call it junk traffic, trash traffic. So what is a good visitor? They come here, they read through this, they spend time on your website, they read your stuff, they click on the buttons. Okay, every website you have your goal. For example, the Pink Tower website, your goal is probably for people to come to contacts and fill out the form. Okay, I imagine that. Or click on this to give you a phone call, click on this to send you an email. Okay, so probably this website has three goals: contact, send email, give phone call number, fill out form. Three goals. For this website, click on contact us. This will immediately run open the program WhatsApp in the phone, and they're immediately able to send a message. Click this to send email or give us a phone call. Talk with first in Facebook. These are all the actions we want them to take on the homepage. If they're looking for a specific model, we want them to enter the model here. This is how we get intelligence on what type of parts he wants to keep. Okay, so filling out here, search also is an action that we want. Okay, if we're going to be renting here, people click this button, ask for a price code. That's another action that we want. So we want to train the website to speak to Google as long as people click on these buttons. Not every button, but specifically this button, this, okay, these buttons. If people click on these buttons, we want the website to inform Google, okay, this visitor just did a important action. So once you analyze your results, I can see who clicked the phone number, how many click on the WhatsApp button. If they do not do any of this, to me, they come to our website and they don't come to our website. Seems like there's no difference. Okay, I want high quality visitors. So why is this important? Once you have this, you can know what works and what doesn't work. For example, today you are the business owner and you hire 10 salesperson. You hire 10 salesperson. How do you know who is bringing the sale? You will definitely record, right? Okay, salesperson A bring in how many sales, B bring in how many sales, salesperson C bring in how much sales. Then you know who you should reward more, who you should pay the commission. It's the same thing when you do internet marketing. You need to track all of this so you will know who is the 5%, who is the 10% that is performing. I've done this for a few years. I can tell you over 90% of the ads that you put out is not going to be profitable. Our job is to identify which is the 10%. So sometimes when somebody spends 1,000 on ads, we spend 100, 200, we can beat them. Why? Because we just focus on, we just spend on what is delivering results. And you can't argue with the results. And somebody click on this, give you a phone call. Okay? I know that is a serious customer. So this is what we mean by tracking. Just for example, once I click this, you'll see the number change. I can know how many people click to ask for a phone number, how many click on the WhatsApp button, okay, how many, and so on, all of the actions here. Okay, so that is what you want to do. Okay, and that's why, that is why I say I like to run Google Ads, because I have total control. I have total control of who I'm going to show my ads to. I can control very, very precise. And when I have a lot of control, I can just focus on what works. And anything which doesn't deliver the result, I just don't run those ads. Okay? Yeah. And why you should be running Google Ads. Now, you can ask, like, why are people running ads in Google? Because it's profitable. Okay? Like, why is my client spending $5,300? Yeah, US dollar, not ringgit, just for ads. Like, too rich, want to burn money? No, it's because they spend this money, they're making more than that. Okay, it's when done correctly, it's not even an investment. Investment, you pay now, you get the return later. It's like, you spend 5,000, you're going to earn 10, 20,000. I mean, once you do it correctly, which is why I have recommendations. If you want to start running ads in Google, what you need is Google Ad account. You need the skills to set up the ads and stuff like that, to write effective ads and train your website to speak with Google. So you can start as little as 10 ringgit a day ad budget. Okay, but for my clients, always I ask them to start with 30 ringgit a day, because else you don't get enough visitors. It's hard for me to gather the information and make the adjustments. Okay, if the budget is too low, so I recommend like 30 a day, 900 a month. Okay, all the way. I have clients who are spending 12, 15,000 ringgit a month on Google. Okay, locally. And usually, if you get somebody to do this for you, they'll charge an agency fee of 10%. It's pretty market rate. So if you spend 15,000, they'll be charging on top of this will be 1,500. This 15,000 is paid to Google. 1,500 is paid to the person who managed the ads. Okay, so I know here I'm going to get a lot of questions. So now I'm going to hop over during the live webinar. Here's where I hop over and answer your questions. Okay, so welcome to the third point. Earlier, point number 1 and 2, I shared about why we want to use Google to get website visitors. Why we want to run Google Ads is because you get to show your ads, you get to present yourself to the right people at the right time. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the website. Okay, what type of website you should have, and if you already have a website, what type of changes you need to do to improve your results. Okay, so I'll use examples of my clients and myself. So rent a laptop. Rent a laptop, very, very simple. People who click on search in Google, rent laptop, they already know what is renting a laptop. Okay, so they'll ask the questions. What they want to see on the page is what's the price, how much they have to pay every month, what is the deposit, what type of specs they are getting, is the laptop able to run what they want to run, how are they going to get the laptop, what are the service, what are the terms and conditions. So If it's like the customer already knows like 90% what is it all about, they know the product, they know the service, then you can just have a page to say, okay, what we're going to this is what we're offering, and if you want to know more, click a button, send us a message. Okay, second example, food catering. The goal here, okay, somebody types food catering in KL or food catering. People will know what is food catering. Okay, we go to your place, we set up, we have the food there, then either we get people to serve you or it's self-service. But they know the food will be delivered on site. So here I don't really need to explain a lot. People know what is food catering. What are the questions they are asking? What is the menu? What is the food? Does it taste good? Okay, and how much is it? What is the terms and stuff? What are the terms? Uh, when are you available? So what we did was we did a website. All of the images, the food images, they go prepare the food and they take the photo, they send over to me. So here, I mean, food is one of those things where you look at it, you have an idea if it's nice or not. All right. I mean, people can judge. So we also present what is the menu, what are the options available. Okay, how much is the charges? What 20, 30, 50, or whatever the price is per pax. What is the minimum order quantity? What are the services included? What is not included? Okay, so uh, the next is this is my client. They are looking to buy their house. They're not here to sell houses to people. They're here to say, hey, you have a house, we want to buy. So here, the entire website, the strategy is to get people to fill out their property address, name, contact, email. So once he has the property address, he can either give them a phone call, okay, so I received your inquiry, so what type of price are you looking at? So we have different type of forms. Some of them is find out how much your house is worth. Okay, that's something that people who type I want to sell my house in Google, they want to know how much they can get for their house. And because like he's in the business for very long, once you type the property address, he roughly know what is the market value, how much he can sell the house for, and what type of price he needs to buy at, then he will negotiate. Okay, so that's his business. So those are the previous examples I share are all what I call a buy now kind of website, where the customer more or less they know what is going to happen. They know what is the process. 90% they have a very good idea. If we talk about rent a laptop, rent a computer, buy a phone, they will know what they are going to get. Okay. Uh, the other type of websites is, let's say, for my kind of service, for let's say you're running training related, coaching related business, then there's not much point to put this up. I mean, I put it there just for the sake of, I mean, there are some people who come and ask, and it's good you put this up so Google know you are a legitimate business. These are your rates. They know what type of business they are running. It's part of the, you want to be compliant with Google's. Now, the more you can tell them about your business, that's good. So yeah, but I put this, if I were to run an ad, digital marketing, okay, if somebody type digital marketing, I show them my ad, I show them this page, I'm going to get 0 results with this, because this kind of business you can't use a buy now strategy. You need to do a lead generation strategy. So what kind of business you need to do this type of strategy is where the customer don't know the solution. So let's say today, if you go to Google and you type lead generation and you come to my webpage, do you know what I'm going to do? No. Is it easy for me to write something and for you to know what we're going to do? Not that easy. It takes probably like a webinar, or at least what I used to do is one-on-one appointment where I see, okay, this is what you have, this is what you're trying to do, and I see, am I able to help you? Okay, so if you go to my page here and you click appointment, you get to fill out a form where I ask them a lot of questions. I don't ask a bit. Excuse me. Ask a lot of questions about their business. Why? Is because I want to know what type of business they are in. Are they the right people for? Are they the ideal client for me? Okay, so that is more for lead generation. So now I'll give you some examples. If you are in the training, you are in the coaching kind of a business. If today we talk about communication skill, uh, leadership training, you somebody type communication skill in Google, they come to your page, very unlikely they're going to know what you're going to do for them. They know it's going to be some training, but they don't know what exactly you're going to do. They don't know what to expect. Okay. For situations like this, you want to use a lead generation strategy. You want them to come and fill their name and email, and you need to incentivize them to do that. Nobody is just going to come here and just fill out the form. Why should they do that? You need to give them a reason to do that. Okay, so here is how you give them a reason to be your lead. This is how you give them a reason to fill out the form. Okay, and you can get their information. If you see here, actually, in a way, that's a good reason for them to fill out the form because they want to know how much their house is worth. Okay, they want to contact here because they want to know, like, are you available on that date? Here, they want to know, okay, what are the terms and conditions? How many units can I take and stuff like that. But for here, I find this is the best way. You give them a sample of your expertise. Okay, this is not a new concept. I mean, I wish I can say I came up with this new, but yeah, I didn't. It's a very tested and proven concept. A lot of people are using it. I give you one example: beauty salons. Beauty salons, they run ads. They're not going to sell their annual package. They're not going to write in the newspaper or billboard or Facebook. Annual package, 12,000. They're not going to do that. What they're going to do is first time trial, 68. First time trial, free trial. Come and claim the free trial. Why? Give you they're trying to give the customer a sample of their expertise. They want them to have a sample of an experience, try out. Okay, so once they come in, they try out. They're like, okay, I like what I see. I like the experience. I trust if I take up the package, they can deliver what I'm looking for. So how you want to get them to have a sample of your expertise? Okay, as a coach. Okay, now I'm going to use an example as a coach and trainer. It's a bit easier. So let's say you're a coach and trainer. How can you solve one problem for them in exchange for contact info? So I'll just use myself for an example. Now, the reason why you enter your name and email, why you register, is because you want to learn how to get leads online. Okay, and here is a sample of my expertise. I show you the stuff I do for others. I show you why I do that. So once you attended this, you know, like, okay, this guy, he knows what he's doing. Okay, he has he has done he has clients similar problems, similar situations with me. I believe he can help me. Right? That's what you want your potential customers to think. So I'll be sharing with you what type of questions, how you know what type of questions they are asking, and how you can deliver the answer. Okay, in English it's very, very simple. Who, where, when, why, what. There's a sequence to say this, okay? But it's a easy way to show this. I'll just cut this and I'll move over to share my screen. How to know what type of questions your prospect are asking? Use this website. Who, what, why, when, where, how. Okay. Since we use the example SSPN, let's use SSPN. Oops, SSPN. Okay. Answerthepublic.com. Press search. It will take a while. Oh, it doesn't take a while. So you can see here why, where, what, all these questions. What is all this is somehow they can link with Google and see what are people searching for. So let's just use it. It's easier to read. What is an SSPN account? What is SSPN Malaysia? What is SSPN I Plus? These are the common questions people are asking. So this is one way you can do market research. Like, what are the questions you want to deliver? So let's say you are offering a financial planning service for parents with children. Now you know what type of video, what type of book, what type of article, what type of ad you want to write. Okay, these are the problems, the questions people face. And if you can give them a sample of expertise, like, okay, I can give you an answer to all of this. Okay, so that is how you want to know what type of questions people are asking. Now, I'm going to show you how you can deliver your sample of expertise. Now, we call it a lead magnet, something to attract people to become leads. We call it a lead magnet, where you solve one problem for them. You can give them a sample of expertise in the form of an ebook. You can do it. This is what I prefer, to do a short videos to show them. Okay, this is how I know what I'm doing and why you should consider doing business with me. So what I used to do was, last time when people send me inquiries, what I'll do is I'll go review their website. I'll ask them to send me the website, ask you to send any existing ads which you're running. Okay, then I'll give them a review. Okay, this is your website, this is your target audience, this is who I think you should be targeting, this is how I think you should be writing your ads, this is how I think your website should be. And I tell them why I give the suggestions in a video. So once they see the video, they're like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. What's the charges? So that's how I generate my leads. That's how I do. I have been doing all of this like one-on-one, which is why I record the video and I send it to them. Okay, it's a very tailor-made, customized. You might or might not want to do that. So here are how you want to deliver this sample of your expertise to them. You can give them a service trial. If your business is software related, just give them a 30-day trial or something. If it's a product, you can ask them to, if it's a product and nobody knows what is that product, you don't do this with mobile phones, because phones, everybody will know like 99% what the phone is supposed to be. Okay, it's there to give phone calls, you can browse internet, you can play games. You do that for anything which is you want them to try. It works very nice for food consumables, where there's going to be repeat orders. You can ask them to register, enter the name and email. We send you a trial pack. Supermarkets do that all the time. When I go to Jasco, there are so many, hey, free coffee, try our coffee, try our milk, try this drink that use. Okay, or here are food samples. You can use this to make soup. Okay, so give them a sample. If they like the taste, they'll buy. Okay, so for knowledge, you can't ask them to taste your knowledge, but you can give them a sample. Okay, 10-page ebook about one problem which they are asking. So if they are asking, just now we see SSPN, how to set up SSPN account, that can be the ebook. Or you can say how SSPN can help you. Oh, sorry, I can come up with one. How Malaysian parents can help plan for their children's future education. Okay, let's say you're doing human resource related, you probably need to find a question which they ask. How to reduce workplace conflicts. Okay, you have to go figure out what are the questions your core audience face, what are the problems they face, then you create this information for them. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to use a short video. I can just turn on the camera, speak to the camera. If I like what I see, I'm happy with the result, I'll send it to them. If I'm not happy, I'll just pause the recording, delete, and do another video. Okay, this works very well for me. Webinar, it's what we intend to do. Okay, so webinar is pretty good if you have a way to show people this is what you need to do and why you want to do it. Show them some case study, show them some proof. It works very well for webinar. Really helps to build the impression that this person knows what he's doing. uh, you can get them to see the live case studies. Yeah, so okay, if it's case studies, then do it in a webinar. Okay, so the tools required to do all of this, the website just now I shared was Answer the Public. You need a website and you need a lead magnet. So for the website, if today you do not have one, you want to go and check how much it costs to build a website, you can go and get your domain, go buy from GoDaddy. I buy my domains from GoDaddy. So if I, for this example, I actually wanted to use youronlinebusiness.com, but it's already taken. So I add youronlinebusinesslah.com. Nobody take. So if I want to buy this domain, this is the price. After you buy a domain, you need your hosting. I use Exabytes for Malaysian site. I recently subscribed this, so I can't say I recommend them yet. Hosting usually it takes a period of time before I'm confident to recommend. Excuse me. It takes a period of time before I'm comfortable to recommend hosting packages, because I like to see when the website something's wrong with the hosting, then I know how good the service is. So for international sites, I do not use Exabytes. I use InterServer. But if you are a Malaysian business, I come to appreciate hosting in Malaysia. Now, why? It's because during this COVID-19 MCO, somehow TM have a lot of service disruption. If I view a local site hosted in Malaysia, no problem. If I try to view a web page on United States or outside this country, even in Singapore, there are service interruptions because some undersea cable, there's something wrong or something, I heard. So if your target audience is going to be Malaysians, like if let's say it's a Malaysia daycare, Puchong daycare, okay, go ahead, use a local hosting. Don't use international. Okay, you will have less problems. Let's put it that way. So as an example, I wanted to test how well this website is. So this is a speed test. Now in English, this means to load your website on a desktop takes 45.3 seconds if they're using it from Canada. And this is too long. Actually, the first time I tested it was 63.3 seconds. Okay, few reasons why it takes so long is because your web page, the home page size is too big. I like to keep this under 5 MB, if possible under 3 MB. This is just it takes too long. Imagine people are loading your website through your not like I have Unify at home. If they are outside or if they do not have Unify, they're using Streamix. It's going to take so long to load the web page. They click on it, the web page doesn't load, they will just click away and go to somewhere else, go to your competitor or something. So you definitely do not want this to happen. The second time I tested, I got 45 seconds. The third time I tested, I got 30.8. Fourth time I get this, and it's like it keep decreasing and decreasing, which makes me think it might be the TM issue. It might be your website is hosted on Malaysia and they're testing this is from Canada, so there might be such problem. But if you want to know this, it's very simple. Just go and take your phone, and if you haven't visited the site before, just visit your homepage and see how fast it loads on a mobile phone with mobile data plan. Do not use Unify to test. It's not a good way to test. If it takes too long for me is 10 seconds and above on a mobile phone to load, then something you need to do with your website. All right. I tested this at this time. Oh, okay, 14. It's not too bad considering like this is the culprit. The size. If this is like half, 7 seconds is not that bad. Okay. And yeah, your website should be able to give you reports. Actually, I'm not sure why I show this. I meant to show, but I already showed that in a earlier session where your website is supposed to be able to talk with Google and show them, this person came from this channel and they are doing this type of activity. They're pressing these buttons which I want them to press. I want them to click buy now. I want them to click get a code. I want them to click on enter their name and email and submit the form. Your website needs to be able to communicate with Google that, hey, this was a good visitor. Please send me more of those. If your website don't know how to talk with Google, then it's like you don't know how to evaluate your ads, which are performing. Okay, you won't know which ads are performing well. It's just like you're running a business. You have 10 salesmen. You don't know where your sales come from. That would be a disaster. Okay, now you do not plan to keep 10 salesperson. You just want two. But who are the two that is performing? Without the sales report, it's impossible to tell. Okay, so for that same reason, you want to have all of this. Okay, so website, you need a domain and hosting. I just show you domain you can get from GoDaddy. Hosting locally, if just use I'll say I'm using exabytes. Has to be Google compliant and conversion driven. The lead magnet, next slide. You want to have a lead capture form, and you want to be able to communicate with Google to track your ad results. If you do not have a website, you can send them what I just mentioned here and ask them to give you a code. I'll be surprised if they charge you less than 5,000. I did some market survey for like half of the things I requested here. They give me a quotation of 8,000. Some web developer in KL. Okay, so I'm like, okay, maybe that's a bit expensive. Maybe I can get one for 5,000, but I seriously doubt it. Today, if you ask me to do something like that, I'm charging like 5,000 for 5,000 US dollar, no, not ringgit, for all the websites, everything I mentioned here. Okay. So for the lead magnet, if you're going to deliver a sample of your expertise in a ebook, then use Microsoft Word. Easy. Save as PDF. We have your ebook. Oh, of course, get somebody to design the ebook cover for you. Okay? An ebook is just the PDF and the image. That's it. You have your ebook. If you are going to record a video to show people an example of your expertise, you can use your smartphone. The smartphone nowadays, it's actually clearer than my webcam. Okay, so you can use your smartphone to record. I'm using my webcam because I'm sharing my computer screen. Yeah. So if you're going to use a webinar, there's so many platforms to use. You can use, but nowadays everybody knows how to use Zoom. So just use Zoom, make your life easy. If you have a webinar, you want to make it automated. I imagine if this webinar, I'm happy with it, I might actually make this an automated webinar and put it on my website. Okay, so an automated webinar is webinar. For example, we're gonna have this original webinar. The plan was on Saturday night, 8 p.m. 18 April 2020. 18 April 2020, Saturday, 8 p.m. at night. One live webinar, and that's it. But if I save the video, if I save the recording, I can turn it into a automated webinar. So automated webinar is the same thing where people, they will need, it's not a video recording. It's not a replay. Okay? A replay, a video recording, they do not need to enter their name and email to attend the webinar. They will not be receiving email reminders to attend your webinar. Okay? Automated webinar is as if you are running it live, but you're not. So if I want to, I can convert this into an automated webinar where I say Sunday, 19 April 2020, 9 p.m. Automated webinar. Have to register here. Once they register, they'll receive a confirmation, and the webinar can only be viewed during that time. Okay, only starts at 9. If they jump in at 9:30, the webinar will be halfway through. It's not like a video where they can start viewing from the start and so on. It's like you're watching the TV. You can't just like, if you're going out to watch the news at 8 o'clock, you tune in at 8:10. You can't say, oh, can you like start from 8 o'clock? I missed out. No, you have to start from 8:10. So why does webinar convert very well is people already allocated the time to attend the webinar compared to a video replay. Video replay, they say, oh, I can watch it anytime I want. So very, very big difference there, which is why if you're selling your service through webinar, it's very, very effective. Automated webinar, I have my own tool. I'm not going to mention it here. If you're really interested into automated webinars, send me an email. But I'll say 99% of the people aren't ready for this. If you do not already have a webinar which is converting very well, like 15-20%, forget about this. It's not what you need right now. Okay, so that will be for step number 3. I don't think we're going to cover number 4 and number 5 because like this video is already, how long is it? It's like 1 hour just for these 3 points, and I believe like most of the questions have already, most of the steps have already been shown. So I guess during the live session, I'll just take a Q&A from here, and that would be the entire and that would be the evening. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm just going to cut the video here. We've reached the final part of the presentation. So just to quick recap, we covered how to get clients online without leaving the house. How do we do that? First, get seen on Google. Number 2, show them your ads, get them to go to your website and take an action. Okay, so how do we go from here is two ways you can get started. You can go figure it yourself, learn it yourself, and do it yourself, or you can hire an expert. Now, let's say if you would like to get my service, how I normally charge is I'll charge a one-time setup fee. Now, this is assuming you already have the website. One-time service fee to set up what needs to be set up, and there will be a monthly package. Okay, so the starting package is $500 a month. But yeah, so it's 1,500 1 month, and usually I recommend people to take the 900 package, minimum 3 months. But I was asking myself, like, how can I help more people? Because even if you were to say yes to this package, I'm at maximum capacity now. I do not plan to work 10 hours a day. Like, that's no fun. So how can I help more people? Which was when exactly Robert approached me and like, this digital marketing, have you thought about how you can serve more people? So I came up with this idea. Now, all the while, this time I've been helping people one-on-one. I've been helping my clients one-on-one, where they get on Zoom. Doesn't matter if they're in Malaysia or outside Malaysia. Always, they hop on Zoom, I hop on Zoom. I'll share the screen. We go through stuff. Okay, then we discuss what we're going to do. Some of the stuff will be done by them. Some of the stuff will be done by me. Okay, like usually the Google Ads is done by me because frankly, I don't expect anybody to do it themselves. Okay, so that has been my model all the while up to this time. But I was thinking, like, how can I help more people? Is there a way I can transfer what I'm doing, what I need to do, and put it in a group setting so more people can benefit from this? Which is why I came up with this program to be able to help people to being search on Google, get people to visit the website, and once they're on the website, get them to take action. So this group coaching program we're going to cover is going to be 5 weeks. 5 weeks, each week we're going to cover one step. Okay, starting from what people are searching, where to appear, your website, how to deliver the lead magnet, how to write your emails, how to do the follow-up, and how you want to deliver your expertise. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one error here. Oops. So this initial training is where I'll be teaching you what needs to be done. Okay, it will be like me sharing and show you what needs to be done. Okay, there will be some pre-recorded materials as well to prepare before you hop on the live training. But yeah, each week there'll be 1 hour of live training, and there'll be 1 hour of 1.5 hour live Q&A, where you go through the steps, you go through the modules. Pretty sure there will be questions. So instead of me answering the questions all one on one, because everybody will be doing the same thing, there will be questions. If I answer your question and I answer it live, everybody can benefit from it. Okay? Because frankly, the questions, the answers going to be very, very similar. So when I answer one person, I do the demo, everybody can benefit from it. Okay, so there will be 2 sessions per month. Sorry, 2 sessions per week. One will be me giving you a live training. The other one will be me answering the questions. Okay, so this package is going to be 3,000, but um, because this is the first time I'm doing group coaching, I want everybody to get the results. So I'm going to add in a 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call, which is what I've been doing all this while with my clients. Okay, now this is like very, very limited. So Robert agreed to just share this with the pilot group. Okay, if you're watching this, you are the pilot group. So because this involves my personal time, and let's say if 10 people take this up, then it's like what, 5 hours gone. Plus, it's not just 5 hours because I need to do the work for you. So this is just, I mean, normally group coaching, there's no like one-on-one interaction, but just for me to be confident with this, because I would always like my clients to get the results that they sign up for. So I'm throwing this as a bonus. uh, Outside this pilot group, I don't plan to do this anymore. It's just they come here, then no matter how many people sign up for the program, I'm not concerned. But this pilot group, I'm just going the extra mile. So the private call, although the image is a phone, I recommend you get on the Zoom with me on your computer, so I can show you through the website. It's easier for you to see stuff. Okay, so this is the offering, but I still think of in my experience of learning, attending online courses, and I also buy these group coaching sessions, I find there's something lacking. After the 4 weeks, after the 8 weeks of course, there's always like, frankly, I'll be very surprised if everybody can finish all these steps. If everybody can finish one step in 1 week, I'll be very surprised. There will be some people who are faster than others, and some others who need a bit more time, which is why I add this uh, marketing support for 1 year. So for this 1 year, you can send me email. I'll probably create a group for this. You can ask questions in the group. Can show me, okay, I have this. This is my ad results. What do you? I mean, could you like let me know what are the adjustments I need to make? Or you can ask me like, okay, this is my landing page. This is my page. You think the headline is suitable? Or like, what can I do to improve the conversions? And more importantly, like, to make sure you achieve your goal. This 1 year marketing support. I feel a lot of coaching programs aren't delivering this, which is a shame, really, because not everybody is like me, who you sign up for 8 week program, you show up every week, once, twice, you do the assignments, you submit and get the result. Okay, it's just to ensure that you get continuous support. And because I want to make it a no-brainer, this is going to be my second ethical bribe. Okay, the first ethical bribe is you're going to get 1 year of marketing support from me. The second is, I notice a lot of you all don't have website, and those who have, I've did a checking. Some adjustment need to be done. I won't say some adjustment, major adjustments need to be done. So it's actually easier if I just give you a brand new website, because it's already set up in a way that it can communicate with Google. Okay, like frankly, a lot of the websites which I've seen, you probably need to redo it. So like just to make it a no-brainer, if you go get somebody to do the website for you, it's going to cost you 5,000 anyway. But I'm going to give it to you because frankly, if your website is not up to, it cannot perform the features which I mentioned, it's going to be very hard for you to be profitable running Google Ads. Okay, so besides the website, there's something else which I think I can help you with. Now, let's a lot of people who, I mean, they have been doing the business or the while traditionally, even if they are like service industry, with this new movement control restrictions, and I mean, I think this MCO is going to change forever um, how we operate as a society. So a lot of things will be have to be done online, have to be, I mean, the service have to be delivered online. So I believe one of the best way you can operate is be a online coach or online expert where you help people online. So to do this, you need to have two skill sets. One will be as a coach, as a online expert. So how you want to deliver your expertise. Now, I know a lot of you all will be busy. Like you ask me to write an ebook, I do not have time. So I'm going to create a course to show you how you can create your ebook without writing it legally. I'm not asking you to go and copy paste other people's work. Please don't. That's wrong. That's illegal. But how you can create your materials without you physically writing it. Okay, that's one way if you want to create your ebook, and how you can sell your courses online to a global audience. So I do have my courses online on some platforms, and I'm selling it internationally. Now, why am I not putting this in the main training is because the fastest way for you to get started and get results is to deliver your expertise one-on-one, okay, which is what I've been doing so far. All of this is there to help build your authority and help you to build the amount of people who you can reach, okay, to get your ebook courses, get your online students, and once they participate in your materials, a lot of them are going to just by watching your videos, just by attending your classes, they were like, hey, I need additional help to send you emails, and that's initially how I got my customers. Okay, like, but it takes time. So all of this is going to be released in 2020. It's not going to be available now. Okay, right now just focus on the 5 steps. But these are the things which I believe if you're going to be a coach, you're going to be somebody who deliver the expertise online. You should be having these things. Okay, so these are other courses I'm going to release. E-marketer. Now this is going to be like how I do my stuff, like how I operate. Now, I manage my entire operations with zero staff. Like seriously, the emails you receive, everything delivered on time. I'm not sending you exactly at 8. I press the button send. It's all pre-programmed. I have my things running online automatically. I have my ads running automatically. So yeah, how I do all of this, because like frankly, given the choice, you don't want to do all of this manually. You want to get as much done as possible automatically. Okay? And I can share like how I set up everything. So how to write, another thing which this is upon viewing the websites, not all of them, but a good number of them, they can use some copywriting improvement. The headline, the choice of words, how you want to sell the idea, how you want to convince people. Okay, copywriting is basically the art of persuasion through written words. So how to write sales copy that sells itself even with bad English like mine. Okay, next is going to be how to create profitable Facebook ads. Now, why do I talk about Facebook ads here? It's because, like, frankly, it's so simple. Uh, doesn't hurt learning. It's relatively easy to pick up. Google Ads is the one which gives me the best visitors, give me the most qualified uh, people who are the right people at the right time. Facebook, you can't do that. But that being said, If you're not running ads on Facebook, you are losing out. Okay, but if you're going to start, I'll just say start with Google. It's harder, but you get the best ROI. Okay. Next, if you are going to run ads on Facebook, you will need to be able to create landing pages, and you need to be able to create your images. Now, I'm going to share with you how to create all these images. Without being a graphic designer, you do not need any graphic design skill, and you do not need any fancy software, because I do not. Okay, everything you see here is done by me. Everything you see through in this presentation or the website, everything is done by me. I'm not a graphic designer. Okay, I do not use any software. I use PowerPoint to do everything. Okay, yeah. So by being a student, you get unlimited access to all the other academy. So let's make a quick recap on what you're going to get. It's going to be 5 weeks of intensive live training, 1 year of marketing support. Okay, because yeah, you're going to need all of this, frankly. So the total value is going to be 11,000 if you itemize everything. And frankly, I'm lowballing myself here. But that is not what you're going to come up with. So this is only for the first pilot group. Okay, you'll be my white rat, and I've over deliver the value what you're going to get. Okay, just to get this group coaching started, so more people can benefit from it. It's going to be a token fee of 3,000 ringgit one time, and if you're going to get it, you can't buy it anywhere else except here. You need this link. Okay, so I believe this is a part where I'll take Q&A. If there's anything you want to ask before making a decision, the chat section, that's where you can ask the questions. Else, then yeah, that's how we're going to start. And I hope to see you inside the academy, and looking forward to help you get started. All right, thanks for watching.